Let's go, Georgia Bulldogs. I like Georgia Tech and Georgia Bulldogs. But yeah, Georgia Bulldogs pulled off. And it was really the best game for this season, for this year. A real good game. It was a battle. Georgia Tech came bringing a lot of physicality. They really wanted to upset the Bulldogs. Georgia Tech quarterback Haynes King made college football history in an 8 overtime loss to Georgia. And that was real big. I mean, I know these guys had to be exhausted, y'all. I know they had to be exhausted from all that overtime, back to back, back to back, back to back. Because I know at the beginning of the game, Bulldogs, you know, they struggled. Because Georgia Tech came out rumbling. They were ready to dominate. You had Haynes, you know, he was playing very, very aggressive. He was running, Haynes King running and being very mobile. And they really outplayed the Bulldogs the first half. And then you had Eric Singleton Jr. had 86 yards, 1 touchdown. And he was really moving the ball very well. I mean, they look real good. Georgia Tech, they look real good this season. I mean, I love what I'm seeing in the program. I'm your girl, Jackie G, a.k.a. Sports Chick. And please do subscribe, y'all. Please do subscribe. And if you like the channel, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up, y'all. Don't forget your notifications. And I hope everybody had a beautiful Thanksgiving. I hope so. But yeah, back to this game. The Bulldogs beat Georgia Tech 44-42. And like I said, I was cheering for both teams. You know, that's our home teams, you know. But yeah, Georgia Bulldogs, they came out the second half and they became more aggressive. I mean, to me, I felt like Carson Beck was moving the ball better, and he really got Nate Frazier involved. And I really like Nate. I like the way he plays, very aggressive. You know, he know how to catch the ball. He's very prolific. You know, I barely see him dropping the ball. So he had 50 yards, 11 carries, 1 touchdown. And then you had Cash Jones, had 53 yards and 1 touchdown. So they were really getting it popping the second half. And then it came down to 2 minutes in the fourth quarter. And they tied it up, you know, due to Haynes King having a fumble. And so Beck couldn't really execute. You know, they knocked the ball down and they went into overtime. And that's the part I'm kind of scratching my head about, during the overtime. So during the overtime, we scored. Georgia Bulldogs scored the first touchdown. I thought it was over. You know, somebody tell me maybe it's a new rule. You know, I thought whoever scored the first touchdown during overtime wins. So evidently, it must be, they must modify the rules. Because, you know, that was pretty weird. Because I was like, 8 overtime. I mean, that is like crazy. I mean, they really trying to get these dudes injured. You know, they continue to play back to back like that when the game should be over. Y'all drop y'all comments and let me know what y'all think about that. Because I was like, that's crazy. But yeah, but back to Carson Beck. He had 297 yards, 5 touchdowns. And then Haynes King had 303 yards, 2 touchdowns. So they both done a great job. They really did. I mean, it was just so close. And then when Georgia Bulldogs scored and in the overtime, Georgia Tech scored. And then Georgia Bulldogs scored. And then Georgia Tech scored. And then Georgia Bulldogs scored the last 2 points. And that was just so weird to me. I mean, I'm still kind of flabbergasted about it. Just didn't understand. I really didn't. But yeah, the Bulldogs look pretty good. You know, I know a lot of people have been talking about they're not the way they used to be. They're not the old Bulldogs. Because the other players, they moved on. You know, they went on and went to the NFL. So, you know, it does seem, you can tell some changes, you know, when it comes to the Bulldogs. They're not the same dominated team. But, you know, hey, they still win the games. And they say they made it to the SEC. So they're going to be able to play in a championship game. So, you know, Kirby's smart. Kirby's doing a great job with those guys. Keeping them motivated, keeping them driven. So they can continue to win games. You know. And let me see something else here. Yeah, they said Bulldogs already locked into a spot in the SEC championship game. So that's epic. So I will be cheering Georgia Bulldogs on. Hopefully, you know, they can win and get a championship. Because like I said, I don't know when Atlanta Falcons going to get a Super Bowl. You know, that's another video. You know. So, you know, I would love to see Georgia Bulldogs at least get another championship. Atlanta Braves. And I can't really say too much about the Hawks. I don't know, you know, they still in a rebuilding stage. But yeah, y'all drop y'all comments. Let me know what y'all think about it. But Georgia Tech looking real good. I'm very proud to see them, you know, doing their thing. I mean, they program really elevated the way it used to be in the previous years. So their record is 7-5, Georgia Bulldogs. You know, their record is 10-2, Georgia Bulldogs. So let's go. Let's go, Georgia teams. I love to see the energy. I love to see the morale. Everybody coming out cheering. It's beautiful. You know, I feel like they made history. You know, like I say, it was crazy. So the total yards for the Bulldogs, 405 yards. And Georgia Tech had 563 yards. So Georgia Tech passing yards, 303 yards. Bulldogs, 297 yards. Rushing yards, Georgia Tech, 260. And Georgia, 108. So really, if you really look at the bigger picture, Georgia Tech really outplayed the Bulldogs. They really did. So, you know, by them going into all those overtimes, which is ridiculous, it really gave the Bulldogs a leg up. So that's why they won. But yeah, I'm your girl, Jackie G, a.k.a. Sports Chick. I love football, love basketball, love sports, period. You know, and music. So y'all drop y'all comments. Let me know what y'all think about it. I know everybody been talking about it. I love me some sports. So let's continue to roll on. Georgia Bulldogs, keep on winning those games and bring us a championship home. All right, I'm out, y'all. Peace.